They say you can't have too much of a good thing, but the London beer flood of 1814 took the lives of 8 people. The now defunct Horseshoe Brewery there in Westminster was a power player in porter production. But one of their 22-foot tall wooden fermenting vats suddenly burst at the seams, releasing a giant flood of that dark beer. The wave of porter was so forceful that it broke another giant vat's valve off and destroyed the back wall of the brewery. Altogether, somewhere between 154,000 to 388,000 gallons of ale swept into an adjoining slum called St. Giles Rookery. 5 of the 8 who perished were mourners at a child's funeral who were met with a 15-foot wave of libation. Hundreds of people came out and collected the flowing brew, and everybody who didn't die got drunk. Another famous alcohol flood called the Dublin Whiskey Fire happened in 1875 when a fire broke out in a Liberty's storehouse. With the heat of the fire, barrels and barrels of whiskey started exploding and releasing their contents. So a 315,000-gallon river of flaming whiskey 6 inches deep meandered its way through street after street. 35 houses were consumed by the fire, but the only fatalities as a direct result were a bunch of pigs of the oinking variety. Even though the river was on fire, people brought out whatever vessels they could to collect their spirits. And 24 people ended up in hospital with alcohol poisoning. 13 of them had imbibed so much that they didn't make it out of the hospital, and it might have been too on the nose to pour one out for them.